Hi everybody, this is the baseball, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Head 2, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of videos for you on this channel about baseball trades, and also this video will be going on to Substack, and of course there's a lot going on in baseball. Obviously we're now in the middle of June, and before you know, we'll be at the trading deadline, and there'll be players that are going to get moved, and players that aren't going to get moved. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Bleacher Report's 10 predictions for the 2025 MLB trade deadline, which is on July 31st at 6 p.m. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that. The Pirates, I'll open a live stream. The Pirates will not trade Paul Skeens. That's the first one. Well, I would think they won't be trading him. He's not up for arbitration yet. When he's up for arbitration, folks, that's when they'll move him. It's extremely frustrating that Paul Skeens is pitching as well as anyone in baseball, but has a 4-6 record for a Pirates team that isn't going to sniff the postseason. As much as you might like to see the reigning NL Rookie of the Year pitching in October this year, though, it would be shocking if that's how things play out. He won't get traded until he's arbitration eligible, probably by the end of, maybe next year, maybe next offseason, or the following year. He's not getting moved right away. It's funny, I saw that he had pitched 38 games for the Pirates, and his record is not great. It's over 500, but he could be 26-1 because of the fact they don't hit for him, and they just don't hit, period. They have no offense. They have no offensive talent. Number 2, Luis Robert Jr. will finally be traded, but not for anything significant. Well, when you hit under 200, you're not going to get anything of significance, that's for sure. Luis Robert Jr. leads the American League with 21 steals, but he's struggling so much at the plate, he's slashing 184. That's going to be hard for the White Sox. Get anything meaningful in return for him. They should have moved him a while ago. They should have moved him in the offseason when they moved Garrett Crochet. Since hitting 38 home runs with a 857 OPS in 23, he has just 19 home runs and a 623 OPS. This might be one of these players, folks, that could do a good job for a team that has talent around him, a veteran team. There's no talent around him. There's no veteran players to guide him. And there are teams that would be interested in him. According to them, the Braves, the Phillies, the Dodgers, and the Mariners would be interested in him. And he won't be 28 until after the All-Star, until after the trading deadline, according to this. He's not making a lot of money, quite frankly. Number 3, Red Sox trade Jaron Doran of Wilyer Abreu. Roman Anthony was the consensus top prospect in baseball, but it took Wilyer Abreu going on the injured list, left on Bleacher for the 21-year-old to finally get promoted to the show. We'll see if the Red Sox turn around what has been a disappointing season, but there's definitely an argument from a long-term perspective that they should move one of the team's current starting outfielders to clear a spot for Anthony permanently. Okay? Duran has already been reported as a piece of interest to the Padres by Dennis Lynn of The Athletic. We talked about it here. I did a video on that. The 2024 version of Duran is the type of player who's untouchable. But his value right now might be at his peak because he hasn't yet conclusively proved last year was an outlier, though he isn't performing at the same level overall again. Okay? Let's see. Abreu would also net them something really good in return, assuming he gets healthy. There's a 795 OPS and a 24 defensive runs saved in right field in parts of 3 major league seasons. That's pretty good. The Marlins, number 4, the Marlins will hold on to Sandy Alcantara. Well, he has no value right now. And he has another year on his contract. And I could see him getting moved in the offseason. Maybe you get his value up in the second half. He's coming off Tommy John surgery. So it's probably a possibility maybe you move him next year. Maybe he has a good second half, but maybe it's not good enough to where you can move him. But maybe he has a good last 2 months in August and September. He shows teams that he's healthy, and then some team will come in and take him for 1 year, like the Mets or possibly more likely the Dodgers or the Yankees. The trade deadline will run to the Diamondbacks if they sell. Diamondbacks enter 25 with World Series aspiration, but they are currently under 500 and just lost former National League Cy Young Award winner Corbin Burns for the season with Tommy John surgery. It's true. Arizona certainly shouldn't trade Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, or Geraldo Perdomo, but Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly, Josh Naylor, and Eugenio Suarez are all in contract years. Yeah, these guys are going to get. I mean, somebody, if they don't make it, they don't get close before the deadline, they're going to move these players. And the thing about the Diamondbacks, they don't stay bad for long. The Braves will not be sellers. The scum-sucking Braves. Well, you know what? This might be the one thing I will ignore. We'll move on to the next one. The Blue Jays will go down swinging. They have no choice. If you're a team in need of a major offensive upgrade in the infield and hoping the Blue Jays will decide to trade Bo Bichette, don't hold your breath. Even though their run differential is hovering around neutral, the Blue Jays are well above 500 and an AL East is not nearly as deep as expected. President Mark Shapiro, General Manager Ross Atkins, and Manager John Schneider are probably all on the hot seat too. So they aren't going to be inclined to sell current talent off the future pieces they may not be around to reap the rewards from. If they were really bad, Bo Bichette would be gone. The Dodgers would be the team at the top of that list. And guys like Chris Bassett could get moved, but after they signed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to that massive contract, they can't just go and turn around and just move. Just can't move, their players. I mean, they're going to be in until the end. And he's on the. I mean, what kind of value are you going to get for Bo Bichette? I mean, is he a franchise alternate shortstop? Not really. Who needs a shortstop other than the Braves? Maybe the Dodgers. Orioles waved the white flag on 25, but not 2026. Okay, it's been a miserable season for the Orioles, who have already fired manager Brandon Hyde and replaced him on an interim basis with Tony Mansolino. They could change course if they have a great June, but this feels like a lost season. Well, the general manager should be fired. He's done a terrible job. He did absolutely nothing in the offseason to really improve them in terms of bringing in role players, improve their pitching, and you have all these great young players that are going to go. They're going to leave. I mean, And here's the weird thing, the crazy thing is that ownership said they would spend money, but this general manager won't. It will be number 9. It will be a seller's market for relievers. Okay? Well, that's true. There's going to be a lot of relievers out there. Run down some of these relievers. Pete Fairbanks, the Rays. Kyle Finnegan, the Nationals. Dennis Santana, the Pirates. Felix Bautista, Orioles. He'll get a lot of teams on him. They'll get a fortune for him. Let me go run down this again. Pete Fairbanks, they'll get somebody. The team, if the Rays give him up, they'll get something modest. The same thing with Finnegan. The same thing with the Pirates. Batista's a guy that the Orioles could get a lot for him. Aroldis Chapman, he'll be moved. I mean, he's with the Red Sox. The Red Sox are out of it. He'll get moved. He always gets moved at the deadline. And finally, the Dodgers have to trade for both starting and relief pitching depth. They haven't played as well as people thought they would. They have very good offense, but their pitching needs a lot of work. So they'll definitely be looking for pitching. But the bullpen is very interesting. Go back to that. I mean, you got guys on this list that the Mets would be very interested in if you're a Met fan. Fairbanks, they'd be interested in. Kyle Finnegan, they'd be interested in. Batista, definitely. And Chapman. The Mets are looking for guys that throw hard. They want to really shut down 7th, 8th, and 9th inning so they can win the World Series. That's what the Mets are trying to do, is win the World Series this year. So that from what I've heard, they're looking for bullpen help, a lot of bullpen help. So let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, this will go on Substack, on X, Facebook, and yada, 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 and, of course, YouTube. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.